Boxing has a storied history of triumph and perseverance, but it also carries a darker side. While the sport has produced legendary champions and unforgettable moments, it has also been the stage for numerous tragedies and controversies that have left an indelible mark on its history. Here are 5 of the most unsettling facts about the sport. Facts that reveal the often hidden and grim realities behind the glitz and glamour of the boxing world. Frequent fatalities in the ring. The brutal nature of boxing means that fighters are constantly at risk of severe injury or even death. Boxing is one of the few sports where death can occur, and it's not as rare as one might hope. The physical toll on the body, especially the head, can be catastrophic during or shortly after competition. The sight of a boxer being carried out on a stretcher is a haunting reminder of the sport's inherent dangers. Since records began, hundreds of fighters have lost their lives. Each of these deaths is a stark reminder of the risks involved due to injuries sustained in the ring. The emotional toll on the fighters' families and friends is immeasurable, and the boxing community often mourns these losses deeply. The impact of repeated blows to the head is a leading cause of fatalities. These hits can cause immediate damage, but the long-term effects are equally concerning. Is a leading cause of fatalities, long-term brain damage. Beyond the immediate risks, the long-term consequences of boxing can be devastating. Many boxers suffer from chronic traumatic encephalopathy, a condition that can lead to severe cognitive and emotional issues, a degenerative brain condition caused by repeated head trauma. This condition can lead to memory loss, confusion, impaired judgment, and even dementia. Muhammad Ali, for instance, was diagnosed with Parkinson's syndrome, a condition that severely affected his motor skills and quality of life, believed to have been exacerbated by years of boxing. Ali's struggle with the disease brought significant attention to the long-term health risks associated with the sport. Exploitation of fighters. Historically, boxers have been exploited by promoters, managers, and organizations. These entities often prioritize profit over the well-being of the fighters. They often end up with only a fraction of their earnings, despite the immense physical and emotional toll the sport takes on them, while others profit immensely from their fights. The disparity between the earnings of the fighters and the profits of the promoters is often staggering. In the 20th century, mob ties were also a prevalent issue in the sport's governance, corruption, and fixed fights. The influence of organized crime in boxing has led to numerous scandals. Boxing has been marred by corruption, with numerous allegations of rigged matches. These controversies have often overshadowed the sport's legitimate achievements, with numerous allegations of rigged matches. High-profile examples, such as the controversial decision in the 1988 Olympic match between Roy Jones Jr. and Park Sae-hun, highlight the deep-rooted issues within the sport. High-profile examples, such as the controversial decision in the 1988 Olympic match between Roy Jones Jr. and Park Sae-hun, highlight the deep-rooted issues within the sport. The decision, which many believe to be unjust, sparked outrage and calls for reform. And Park Sae-hun highlight the deep-rooted issues within the sport, unfair treatment of underdogs. Many lesser-known boxers take fights on short notice or with inadequate preparation due to financial desperation. Many lesser-known boxers take fights on short notice, often with little time to prepare adequately. This is usually driven by financial desperation, as they need the money to support themselves and their families, or with inadequate preparation due to financial desperation. These fighters often train in subpar conditions, lacking access to the best facilities and coaching. These opponents often endure significant health risks against better-trained fighters, leading to mismatches with dangerous consequences. The physical and psychological toll on these underdogs can be immense, against better-trained fighters, leading to mismatches with dangerous consequences. These mismatches can result in severe injuries and, in some cases, even fatalities. While boxing continues to be a beloved and globally celebrated sport, these darker aspects highlight the importance of reforms. The sport's popularity should not overshadow the need for better safety measures and fair treatment of all fighters. These darker aspects highlight the importance of reforms and safety measures to protect fighters. The boxing community must work together to ensure that the sport can be enjoyed without compromising the health and well-being of its participants, and safety measures to protect fighters. By implementing stricter regulations and providing better support for fighters, we can help mitigate the risks and ensure a safer future for the sport.